Welcome back to Financial Fridays with your boy Buck Bandit P here on the Financial Corner. You already know what time it is, man. If you want your free stock, you already know. Tap in, get the link down below, man. You know what we do here, man. We show average everyday people about investing so they can go out here and get this money. You know what time it is, man. But I ain't coming to waste y'all time today. It's a lot to talk about. Let's get right into it. Listen. Oil's still the big dog. Oil's still going around. I told y'all that's what y'all should watch out for. So oil's still holding $110 a barrel, which means inflation is higher, which means prices is higher and everything is higher. So the key things we should be looking at: energy is rising, of course, airlines, travel, consumer stuff, all getting smoked. That's getting cooked this week. We seen the market jumped a little bit beginning of the week, and then it just dropped again, and then it teetered for the rest of the week, man. Listen, the market was closed today on Friday. Man, Trump still with the address in the nation and all that. It's looking like we still gonna be there for another couple weeks. So couple weeks, it might be rough for the next couple weeks. So let's get the inflation. Inflation CPI now tracking around 3.7 year over year. That's up from 3.2%. So core inflation is calmer, but headline inflation is rising again because of Iran and the Strait of Hormuz and all of that. You already know. So we can't get too caught up in what inflation is doing, because we know all of that is most of it is being driven by oil and the Iran stuff. So the problem is the Fed was thinking about cutting the rates. Now they like, no, we ain't cutting nothing, because core inflation is still rising. Like, oil's still going up, and the war ain't looking like it's stopping no time soon. So the Fed is basically in wait and see mode. They trying to wait and see what's going to happen. So rates still remain around 3.7, 3.5, 3.7, like still the same since I've been doing it. So officials are saying they fine for now, but they watching for inflation and the war risk and all that. So they basically seeing how everything going to play out. That's what all that means. So they not rushing to cut the rates, and rates might get pushed back, might get one cut, and word on the street, they might even be thinking about hiking if inflation stick around. So we don't know what's going around. We don't know what's going on with that. We just got to wait and see how the war play out. So the market actually went up this week, like I said, until Trump said that crazy stuff on that little nut-ass address. So the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow all had their best weeks of 2026. Why? Because the markets are betting that the economy is still holding up. No immediate recession. Nobody is talking about a recession, and bad news is not catastrophic, which means that's bullish for the market. So that's how crazy it is. Like, anytime it's not catastrophic and it's just bad news and we at war, the market like, all right, that's cool. That's why you see the little bit of green in your portfolio this week. But you seen it all got taken away because Trump had to get on TV and say he ain't stopping the war. So the labor market is still solid, but it's slowing. Job claims are low, and unemployment is around 4.4%, still same. So that's not good. That's not bad. That's kind of normal. But job growth is weak. This is what matters. Them jobs are not coming back. So what that means, it's not crashing, it's not strong, but the job market is just holding on, which means that's a sign of a late cycle, early recession. So the sector winners and losers, we already went over. Energy is obviously going to win because oil, everything going to go up, gas, everything going up. Some tech, AIs, and they catching some bids. You see some software companies catching some bids, going up, shooting, but it's not going to last long. If you see it, I already told you, you don't really see it. It's not really there. So the losers, airlines and travel, we already know. Fuel costs going up, fuel costs rising, they going to get hit hard. Consumer discretionary, I already showed you, like, consumer discretionary getting hit because gas about to be $5 a gallon. So the market is caught between a strong economy and rising inflation driven by oil. The Fed want to cut rates eventually, but energy prices making that harder. So right now we're in this weird phase where stocks are going up, but the reasons are not exactly like the reasons behind the stocks going up are not really real. It's just people buying because they low, but the the noise in the background is really what is driving everything with this Iran and this geopolitical tension. So what to watch for next week? The jobs report is always a market mover. Pay attention to the jobs report. Oil prices, that's really number one, but we got to pay attention to that jobs report to see what they looking like. And any escalation in the Middle East tensions. We just seen today, I think they just seen Iran dropped another bomb on somewhere in Abu Dhabi on one of the oil mines. So listen, it's heating up. We don't know what's going on, but buckle up because it might get uglier before it get better. And if the Fed speak or if the Fed talk about what they might do with the rate, or we watching to see any news that come out the Fed. So the bottom line, the economy is still holding up, but the Fed is stuck. The market was rallying anyway, but it was a fake rally. It's not going to last long. And the risk is the oil remains unstable. If this oil keeps rising, everything is going, the stocks are just going to keep going down. So we're in a market where good news pushes stocks up, bad news pushes stocks up, and bad news pushes oil up. But when oil goes up, inflation goes up, and when inflation goes up, prices go up, and when prices go up, stocks go down, and the economy is bad. That's your whole market breakdown in 5 minutes on a 5-minute Friday, man. I ain't going to keep y'all here long this week. I just had to give y'all this quick game because it's getting crazy out here, and I don't want none of y'all blindsided. So go out here, enjoy this weekend with your family. Happy Easter, happy holiday weekend, man. And you already know, man, what we do around here. You already know what time it is. Let's go out here and get this money.